Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense will have the football first. Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Garrett. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Big noise in the Big House with his huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Baker. Works the middle. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Working that left side now. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot.
He's got it inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Smashes ahead. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverine. The extra point here would tie the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And right down the middle. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Nice move to keep running. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a man. It's Garrett. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's up to 47 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Westbrook. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Just feeds the running back. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Running to Green. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. We got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Looking to pass, it's Garrett. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be.
And the quarterback pulled up two and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for the score. And he's got it. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR. They just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over ULM. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They booted away on 4th down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. This quarterback has been locked in. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. Really turning it on. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Back to pass, it's Garrett. Fires complete on the crosser. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Can't get him to the ground. He now has 61 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He's got him. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Westbrook. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Broncos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the quick grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll go to the air on second and short. It's complete. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. It's first and 10 from the 31. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Garrett. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Bring in the heat. Pick up a 5, they'll need 5 more on third down. Clock winding towards 0, they'll get one more snap off. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Going to try to get it himself. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some. Momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Wolverines are facing third and inches. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Baker. It's complete to the left. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He'll pull it on the read. Plows through the defense. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
It's a fumble on the play.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's third and goal and third and long.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Dropping back, it's Garrett. Quick strike complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Running back searching for a hole. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's got it on the right. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Passing Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. He wants it all. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Michigan. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Better find the earplugs here. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Spins away from the defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And off from the shotgun. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over UConn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Working the middle. It's complete.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now,
breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man in the middle. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Touchdown, Wolverine! Oh, that may be it, and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
The Hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your Hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go